This video is sponsored by Dreamverse. Dreamverse is the world's first NFT and music festival. It is being held on the 4th of November at Terminal 5 in New York. It is a physical event. Really cool stuff happening. In particular, it is the first time that Bleeple's The First 5,000 Days NFT will be showcased. This is the most expensive NFT in the world at $69 million. There's a whole bunch of art stuff going on, including AR and VR experiences. That's from 12 to 4 p.m. And then there is the Dreamverse party from 8 to 1 a.m. Headlined by Alesso, various other artists there as well. Of course, the tickets are NFTs designed by a lot of money. You can buy them now. You get this sepia version, and when you turn up and get them scanned, you get this fully colourful version of the ticket itself, a valuable NFT. So check it all out. It's happening the 4th of November in New York. Check it out at dreamverse.life. Thanks for the sponsorship. Hello and welcome to Blockchain Gaming World with me, John Jordan. So doing a video today about Northern Guilds, which is a sort of an indie project well, it's distributed, but it's sort of out of the Netherlands, where some of the main people are. And it really is sort of a small indie startup. And I hadn't really heard of it. I had a chat with the CEO the other week, and it's sort of interesting that they are, that they're a new team to gaming in general, going for blockchain games, trying to sort of rebalance. They say they're trying to rebalance this sort of play to earn mechanic to be a bit more fun. So there is play to earn here, but they don't want it to be like just a sort of a financial sort of transactional experience, which some people, some games are more like that. I guess some of the sort of GameFi sort of stuff is quite like that, really. So what's interesting here is to fund themselves, they are looking for investment, but to fund themselves, they've done this NFT drop. So they've done the typical thing, 10,000 items, and they did a sort of a typical sort of pre-mint where I can't remember how much it was, but you basically you buy these, and these are all sort of obviously you can see what sort of game this is. This is a sort of 2D pixel art type game, and it's all based around sort of Norse mythology and different locations. So sort of Denmark, Sweden, Norway. Those sort of parts of the world. I'm not sure if Finland's in there as well, actually. But so we can see what's interesting is they basically, I hadn't heard of them, but they had obviously had enough sort of community around that they sold out all these 10,000 pretty much straight away in the day that they were being minted. So they raised like $2.6 million of ETH. Obviously, it depends on the price of ETH, I suppose. But they sort of bootstrapped themselves as a small developer. They built a decent enough community that they could sell these off now. And so here I'm just looking on OpenSea to see what the prices are. So let's have a look at, if you wanted to buy one now, what the price would be. Obviously not investment advice, but we can see here 0.52, so that's not too shabby on a resale. So what's that kind of price going to be? Going to show me what it is in dollars. Don't think it is it? Trying to do the maths. What's that? It's $300, something like that. It's not very clear to me at the moment what the sort of stats are. So we have these sort of typical. These are sort of art stats. This is the stats around the art, not game stats. So we know it's not quite clear how the stats of these characters would work in a game. So it's not very clear to me, why the value is as it is. Let's see if any have been sold recently. So let's see the sale price. So we can see here. Yeah, so the price basically looks like I don't know where that one's gone more expensive. Maybe he's some weird blue one. But 0.16 seems to be what the floor price is. So obviously, typical. Some people are sort of collecting these up. Say not investment advice. The game is actually, as with lots of developers, the game is, quite ambitious for what they want to do. Will probably come in stages because you can't build everything with a small team all at once. There's no game at the moment. This is sort of like a typical sort of pre-sale to gain funding to build the team to then make the game. So we're not expecting anything, in the next few months. But it is interesting still that sort of the vibrancy of the market means that these very small teams can build you can build enough community at least to sort of get your first couple of million, which you obviously couldn't do on Kickstarter anymore now. I mean, this is a particular time and place where you can do this running on Ethereum and minting these NFTs. And if you like pixel art, these are pretty nice sort of pixel art characters. You know what the game's going to be about. It's going to be about angry Vikings going around with sharp objects bashing each other. So what's not to like, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for watching. This is blockchain gaming world, keeping our finger on the pulse of what's going on. It's not all Axie Infinity, there's loads of other stuff going on. So subscribe to the channel for more details. Keep it here. Thanks for watching and see you again.